Hi guys, so Hannah is going to turn 20 weeks old this weekend, and we decided that we're going to start giving her some rice cereal. So today we are making homemade rice cereal for your baby, and I wanted to show you guys how we are going to go about doing it. Now this is the first time I've tried it, and we're probably going to do a little trial and error to see what works best, but this is our first attempt. Okay. So the first thing you need to make rice cereal is rice. We went to the store called New Seasons. It is a kind of health-oriented grocery food store, but it has bulk bins, and one of their bulk bins was short grain or organic brown rice. So this is 1 pound. You'll see next to a tablespoon, so you can kind of get an idea of how much. And this was like $1.64, so very, very cheap, and this will make a ton of baby food. So after the rice, the next thing you need is a coffee grinder. We bought this brand new at Target. It was $14 and change, so just under 15 bucks for a brand new coffee grinder. This is what it looks like, Mr. Coffee brand. Chris has one that he uses for his morning coffee, but we didn't want to contaminate it, of course, so this is just going to be for baby food, and we'll use it for rice and for oatmeal cereals. So for those of you not familiar with the coffee grinder, it's got this lid. You put the coffee in here. This is a very sharp blade, and basically put it down, push this button, and it grinds. We're gonna do, this holds between 4 and 12 tablespoons, so we'll probably, I don't know, do maybe 6 tablespoons at a time. I'm gonna grind it until it becomes a rice powder, and then I'm going to use a little sifter, a sieve, and sift it into a Tupperware container. Alright, so let me get some done and I'll show you what the rice powder looks like. So we have 6 tablespoons in there. Excellent. So now I'm going to sift it. Okay, so it took 3 passes. You know, I tried to strain it and then it wasn't fine enough, so I ground it again, and eventually I got it all into this really, really nice powder. Very lightweight and soft, and there's just a little bit left in here, and it looks kind of like sea salt with some, I don't know, husk or something in there, so that's the kind of stuff that you don't want in your cereal, so I'm just going to dump that in the sink. So I need to have a total of ½ a cup, and I might just do a little bit more because I can store it in an airtight container like this, and for the next batch, so I don't have to grind it again. So while I have everything dirty, I think I'm going to grind a little bit more, but as you can see, this is 6 tablespoons of rice. So I just want to show you the difference between the rice and the powder. Okay, so this is 10 tablespoons of rice, and I need ½ a cup, so I think that's plenty. Alright, so let's start cooking. Okay, so in a small saucepan, I'm going to bring 1.5 cups of water to a boil, and once it's reached a boil, I'm going to add ½ a cup of the rice powder and whisk it. Okay? Okay, so I brought my water to a boil, added the rice powder, and now I reduce the heat and I'm simmering for 10 minutes. You're supposed to whisk the entire time, so that should be fun. I'll let you know what it looks like when I'm done, but most likely it's just going to keep getting thicker and thicker, and I'm just whisking to make sure that there's no lumps. Alright? Alright, so it's been 5 minutes, and it is looking, you know, kind of like a thick oatmeal. So I switched to a spatula, and I'm just going to keep stirring it for the next 5 minutes so it gets nice and cooked. Alright? Alright, we're almost done. That was a really long beep. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to remove it from the heat. Even though I stirred it the whole time, there are definitely some lumps in here. So that's great. But basically it just kind of looks like malto meal, porridge, you know, slightly grainy. Looks like it has no flavor and it'll be, I don't know, pretty unappetizing. So what I'm going to do now is portion out some for Hannah today and tomorrow, I guess this weekend. And then the rest is going to get frozen into ice cubes, a little ice cube tray. And I'll show you how that looks. Okay. Okay, babe, are you ready for your first taste of baby food?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you, oh, got your nasty mouth all over it. What do you think?
It's like chewy rice.
Chewy rice?
Yep.
Does it taste bad?
It tastes like rice.
What's the texture like?
Gluteny.
Gluteny?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna thin it out with some breast milk.
Okay.
Do you want to taste that product?
It's like no. I'll stick with the solids, thank you. Yeah, it tastes fine though.
Tastes fine?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to film me?
You tasting it?
Yeah, I want to taste it.
Okay.
Okay, we can find a good. Alright.
Yeah, the window was behind you.
No. It's like, it doesn't taste bad. It tastes like glue. You know?
That's what I said.
I thought you said it tastes gluteny.
Yeah, well that's what gluten is. It's protein,
yeah, but
protein glue.
It's like kind of a little bit gritty.
Yeah, it's like undercooked malto meal.
Yeah. It's not bad though. I just took 2 additional bites that I didn't need to.
Yeah.
So it's really bad at all. Alright, you want to show? Okay, so I have no idea how much she's going to actually eat of this stuff, so I just did just a little bit in 3 of these containers for this weekend. And we'll thin it out with some breast milk so it's not quite so thick. And then, I don't know, 13.5 of these little ice cubes. Does that look good?
Looks great.
And that's just, that was 10 tablespoons of rice.
You're a great mother.
Thank you, baby. Alright, so I had just a little bit of extra pumped breast milk that didn't have any big plans for. So this is it thinned out. I seriously just poured a little bit and a little bit until it was, you know, just kind of thinnish. And this is the undiluted, so it's thick, super thick, runny. This is a spoon I'm going to try first. It's a Gerber spoon. And she also has this spoon. I have no idea what brand it is. Does it even say? I don't know. It's like the same hot pink as the Gerber spoon. So maybe it's Gerber brand. I don't know. So we will we'll try it out when Hannah wakes up from her nap. Okay, so I showed you guys the time commitment it took to make baby food. You had to grind it and then sift it and then 10 minutes to cook it. So that's not that bad. It was, you know, less than half an hour. But I really think the judge of like how awful making baby food is whether or not it destroys your kitchen. So I wanted to show you the damage that was done. And it wasn't that bad. Here it is. Okay, so we have a small saucepan, a dirty spatula, a dirty whisk. And those need to soak because obviously that is sticky rice gluteny stuff. A dirty spoon that I helped smear it in the little ice tray. This is dirty, but you know, whatever. Half a cup measuring spoon has some rice powder in it that just needs to be rinsed. And then there was the 1 cup and the half cup measure that this just had water, so back in the drawer you go. And that's it. Really wasn't that big of a deal. Mainly it was these 3 items that got dirty. So that's not that bad. It's pretty easy, totally nutritious. It's made with organic brown rice, so I know that it's well, I know that it's good for her, so hopefully she likes it. Alright, so Hannah is getting ready to have her, whoa, to have our first taste of rice cereal.